As a citizen, I just wanted to reiterate to those that are employees of the Treasury, yes, there is never any reason to have an inverted yield curve. If they want to buy the 30-year, you make that 2.5% on the 30, yeah, 3.5% on the 50, oh, and 5% on the 100. Now, this idea that they're going to bid up the 30 so that the interest rate is inverted from the short end of the curve, yeah. Why don't you just go ahead and increase supply until the demand is saturated? Yes, because there is no reason for the. I think America would be fine paying 5% on all our debt for 100 years. Now, when you really think about it, how much would the Federal Reserve of the United States love to buy 30 years at 2.5%? 50 years at 3.5% and 100 years at 5%. Now, let's say you had a CD. Yes, you're buying a 10-year CD. The bank goes in, they buy themselves what could be 10 to 20 billion dollars of 100 years at 5%. Yes. It's guaranteed by the United States Constitution. How many Americans are really dissatisfied about what checking and savings accounts are paying? I mean, before we have this big economic meltdown, yes, why don't we just increase the supply of the available debt so the banks would have something to back? Why don't you stop screwing around and increase supply? That'd be up to 2.5% on the 30 year. Yes. 3.5% on the 50 year. Ooh. And 5% on the 100 year. Now, a lot of insurance companies that they have to have these U.S. government bonds, yes, they'd buy 100 years. Pooch. What's the dividend yield on a whole life insurance policy right now? Not enough to cover the premiums necessary to keep your mortality expense at what it is. Now, if you keep letting these interest rates go down, somebody's going to see all these life insurers have to increase the premiums because it doesn't cover the dividend.